Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Gulfstream flies 5th G700 test aircraft. Also, actor and pilot Harrison Ford becomes Airlink spokesperson. And new Textron program allows repair of Citation CJ landing gear. Thank you for joining us this Monday. We hope you had a great weekend. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. We have a packed episode today filled with the latest news, so let's start with Gulfstream's 5th G700 flight test aircraft has taken flight, just 3 weeks after the 4th G700 flew for the first time. Gulfstream President Mark Burns said in a quote, "G700 flight test program is progressing exceptionally well. Every day we come closer to our goal of delivering this revolutionary aircraft to our customers. We are steadily increasing flights, flight hours, and the completion of numerous company tests, further raising the bar for business aviation around the world." The 5th G700 test aircraft took off on Friday and flew for 3 hours and 8 minutes, reaching an altitude of 48,000 feet and a top speed of Mach 0.935. This aircraft will focus largely on testing avionics. Since the first G700 flight on February 14th, Gulfstream has made significant progress in company flight testing, including cold weather at Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, flutter, aerodynamic stalls, and envelope expansion. The aircraft has also flown beyond its max operating speed and cruise altitude, reaching Mach 0.99 and an altitude of 54,000 feet. In typical operations, the G700 has a maximum operating speed at Mach 0.925 and a max cruise altitude of 51,000 feet. Coming up, Airbus has delivered its first U.S.-assembled A220 aircraft from Mobile, Alabama. I'll explain why this is a huge milestone after the break.
We've been using Swift fuels for 5 years. We use it on 2 different Rotax-powered aircraft. Swift fuel gives us the power we need, the reliability we need. We've also found that it has a very long shelf life. It runs clean. We don't have to scrub gunk out of our oil tank. It makes a huge difference compared to 100 low lead.
Affordable and economical, Pipistrel is proud to present the Alpha Trainer. Offering excellent fuel efficiency and a durable composite design, the Alpha Trainer can be operated from virtually anywhere. Whether you're a first-time aircraft owner, assembling a fleet, or running a flight school, the Light Sport Alpha Trainer from Pipistrel is a dynamic option. Learn more about what the Pipistrel Alpha Trainer can do for you at pipistrel-usa.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. With so much going on in the aviation industry, we're going to give you a quick rundown of some of the most interesting stories you don't want to miss in this brief segment we call Around the Patch. Airbus has delivered its first U.S.-assembled A220 aircraft from Mobile, Alabama, underlying the aircraft manufacturer's role as a global aircraft producer and the arrival of the new era of Airbus aircraft production. The aircraft was delivered to Delta Airlines to date. Approximately 400 U.S. employees have been trained on the A220 production, some in Mirabel, Quebec, Canada, where A220 program and primary final assembly lines are located. Sporty's introduces latest Learn to Fly course. The latest version of Sporty's award-winning Learn to Fly course adds a host of features to help pilots save time and money during flight training. From passing the knowledge test to flying safety after the check ride, it's a complete companion for student pilots and rusty pilots alike. The course is available on multiple platforms, including iOS and Android devices, and a one-time purchase includes lifetime access. Applications are open for the second year of the Capt and Judy Cameron Scholarship, so you better act fast. Air Canada has announced that the application process for the second annual Captain Judy Scholarship, established in honor of the airline's first female pilot, with the goal of helping the next generation of women to follow in her trailblazing footsteps, is now open. The scholarship is awarded in conjunction with the Northern Lights Aero Foundation. Judy became the first female pilot hired by Air Canada, Canada's largest airline, in April 1978 at the age of 23. Boeing's Australian unmanned aircraft completes first taxi. The Boeing Loyal Wingman aircraft, being developed with the Royal Australian Air Force, recently moved under its own power for the first time. A key milestone for the aircraft that's expected to make its first flight this year, reaching a max speed of 40 knots, approximately 16 miles per hour. On the ground, the aircraft demonstrated several activities while maneuvering and stopping on command. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. If you're a fan of actor and pilot Harrison Ford, well, he's now the new Airlink spokesperson.
Airlink is a disaster relief nonprofit that harnesses the power of aviation to save lives and rebuild communities in the aftermath of natural and man-made disasters.
Airlink builds partnerships with global airlines and air freight carriers, enabling it to provide free or subsidized air transport to a network of over 130 disaster response and humanitarian relief organizations. The Salvation Army, Project Hope, World Central Kitchen, and MedShare are amongst Airlink's partners, relying on it to help transport responders and humanitarian supplies to disaster-impacted communities worldwide. Ford said, "A pilot friend of mine made me aware of the work Airlink does, and I became eager to be involved." Airlink and its aviation sector supporters partner with nonprofit humanitarian aid groups to bring comfort, compassion, and hope to thousands of people in desperate need in the U.S. and around the world. Since January, Airlink has delivered 7.5 million pieces of personal protective equipment, PPE, over 300,000 pounds of relief supplies, and medical volunteers to COVID-19 impacted communities on 3 continents. Airlink President and CEO Stephen Smith saying, "Harrison has long been an aviation advocate and as a pilot has participated in many aviation-based humanitarian efforts. We are a great match for one another." After these messages, new Textron program allows repair of Citation CJ landing gear. All those details after the break.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Introducing the new ELT 345 from Artex. This emergency locator transmitter, or ELT, boasts an industry-low price while providing the same quality and performance on which the Artex brand was built. GPS data is embedded within the first emergency transmission and provides search and rescue personnel with the aircraft location within 100 meters in less than a minute. Take to the skies knowing that you have the highest performing and reliable equipment on board. View our selection of ELTs and safety products at www.artex.com. Artex, your best last chance.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. Here's some news that will save pilots a lot of money. New Textron program allows repair of Citation CJ landing gear. Textron has responded to a much requested upgrade in its service programs with a new standard repair process for Cessna Citation CJ series aircraft main landing gear. It's in the final stages of certification and will allow engineers to repair the main landing gear without having to replace it, which will save a lot of money. Senior Vice President of Customer Support Brian Rohloff says the desire to have the option to repair instead of replace CJ landing gear is something we've been hearing from our customers. So we are excited about this solution in response to their feedback. With the initial testing taking place on the Cessna Citation CJ aircraft, the company reports that it plans to subsequently apply the repairability solutions across all CJ series aircraft starting in 2021. The company continues to evaluate additional Citation models which could benefit from such a program. Textron Aviation is also taking the opportunity to address future repairability for its Cessna Sky Courier and Cessna Denali turboprops in development. Textron Aviation has successfully completed static and cyclic testing of the Citation CJ main landing gear with up to 75,000 landings of the gear's life limit to substantiate the repair safe life. That does it for our show today. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and check us out on Instagram and on Twitter. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is currently operating on our winter schedule, so it's streamed Monday and Wednesday with Airborne Unmanned and Airborne Flight Training each Wednesday. We hope you enjoy the show. We'll see you next time.